Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program, and we have with us Josiane Hird. Josiane, thank you for coming back. You've always been such a good sport. It's a pleasure to have you back.
Mine too.
It's really amazing. Every time Josiane and I stretch right here in front of the cameras, we just forget that the cameras are there, and
Yes.
I think we drive our director crazy sometimes. We keep stretching, and it's like, time out. You've had enough on the floor. But thanks to Jabari Osazi, our director, and Rich Spezial, a studio manager and facilitator for today, who set up all these wonderful lights, the lighting right here in the studios, the gobos in the back, and the sound system. And Jabari is basically in charge of the whole program. As a whole, Jabari makes sure that we stay within our time limit, and he makes sure he gets the best shots of us. So thank you, Jabari. We appreciate that. Josiane, you are going to decide. Actually, you did suggest that maybe we would do the arthritis sequence today. And I really liked your suggestion that we incorporate some breathing. So going forward, we'll try our best to include ailment-specific breath along with the stretches. And viewers at home, you might recall from our previous episode that breathing techniques are far more important than the stretching. Breath is actually the third component of Ashtanga. Ashtanga, the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, of which personal discipline, social discipline, breath, and only then its posture. So remember, breath comes before stretching. So what we're going to do is we're going to workshop a simple but very effective breathing technique that helps prevent arthritis. The technique is called Kapalbhati or fire breath. And literally it's shining skull. So when you talk about fire breath, it's like a breathing dragon. So you do a lot of forceful exhales. And when you come out of the exhales, when you've finished your exhales, you actually feel really lightheaded, and you feel as if there's some kind of inner light emanating from your forehead. And that's why we call it the shining skull. Now, all you do is just increase the pace of your exhales. Remember, inhale happens. So you do not have to take a conscious inhale like we did in the previous episode. For the Bhastrika, the bellows breathing, you do a conscious inhale and a conscious exhale. Today, what Josiane and I are going to show you is just forceful exhale. So the breathing is happening, but very silently, very slowly. All we're doing is just forcing. Now you want to make sure you have a little paper napkin. Make sure your nose is nice and dry so you don't feel uncomfortable. And what you do is just a forceful. We'll give you a quick demo. Ready, Josiane?
Yeah.
So what we are doing is just, in fact, more than the Kapalbhati, the bellows, more than the Bhastrika, the bellows one from the previous sequence, this particular kind of breathing technique reminds you of the coal engines at the station, right? So yesterday, the previous episode, the bellows breathing was not nearly like a coal engine as today's is going to be. So what we do is we're going to start from maybe 10 strokes a minute, try to pick up speed to 20 strokes a minute. But we're not going to do more than 2 minutes of breathing today. That's the maximum we'll go today. But viewers at home, once you learn the technique, you could practice at home, and even if you don't have time to stretch, you've got about 5 minutes, breathe. Breathe. You're breathing anyway. Why don't you do it consciously? That's all we say. That's all we ask. So I'm going to sit in my regular start position. I'm going to sit on my heels. Josiane is sitting cross-legged. Whichever manner you sit, you want to make sure that your torso is lifted. So that way you will be able to oxygenate. You'll be able to refresh all the glands and organs between the shoulders and the hips. So you want to be able the fresh air to reach all those glands and organs, because that's where most of the glands and organs are located. If you're sitting on your heels like I am, the forefinger and thumb touch very lightly, and you want to keep your palm facing down. That's called Chin Mudra. The way Josiane is sitting is called Gyan Mudra. She has her palms facing up, forefinger and thumb touching. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a silent inhale first, and then we're going to do forceful exhales. First, we'll do about 10 exhales. If you run out of air, it's okay. Take another deep breath in, but do it silently. Let's do that. Ready, Josiane?
Yes.
Start. 10. Did I miscount yours? I did 10. Were you okay?
Okay.
All right. You weren't counting. You got carried away.
Yes.
Actually, that's what happens, Josiane. When we really get into something, whether it's the postures or the breathing, we don't keep track of how many times we do it, which is also great because we at the studios we're going to count, and in classrooms we count just so we don't lose track of time. But when you're practicing at home, it's okay not to count simply because you want to keep exhaling till you run out of air. The moment you start counting, you're consciously telling your body that's enough, and then the rest of the air is going waste. So you want to make sure you use everything, right? Okay, let's take a very deep inhale.
10?
Let's do 20 this time. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit of speed, or maybe 15. Let's try 15. Then we'll go to 20, and then no more breathing for today. Well, we'll breathe normally, but no more conscious breathing for today. We'll take you through the stretches. Take a deep breath in silently. Exhale, 15. One for extra measure because I couldn't get rid of that rhythm of going 4 at a time, but 15 to 16 breaths, 15 to 16 exhales. So it's like a train picking up speed from the station. A steam engine, exactly. Now our steam engine, our train is going to go just a little faster, and we're going to do 20 exhales, so 20 forceful exhales. You might, if you're watching us and you're not exhaling with us, but you're just watching us, you might notice that our belly may move a little bit in and out. Sometimes the shoulders move. What you want to do is resist the temptation to move your shoulders. If your belly moves in and out, that's okay because you're doing conscious belly breathing at the same time. But hopefully, the belly will move only when you do the exhale. So belly sucks itself in when you do the exhale. Try not to distend the belly because then you're inhaling more than you're exhaling. One more time. This time we're doing what do we call it? 20 strokes. So we did 10, 15, now we're doing 20 strokes. Take a lung full of air first. Exhale. You might notice as we came towards the end, the volume of our breathing may go down. That's because there's less and less air inside your body. And that's what's happening because you are trying to exhale all the air out of your lungs using, as far as possible, only the lower abdomen for exhaling. So you're doing forceful exhale through the nostrils and your lower belly goes in. So what you want to do is try at home whenever you have a chance. Keep doing forceful exhales. Kapalbhati or shining skull is an amazing breathing technique that totally hypes you up. So if you can get fully charged just by breathing, you're getting a healthful high without putting anything into your body. Josiane likes that. I love that idea. And now we are ready to go into our stretches. We're totally energized. Okay, Josiane, we're going to go into knee benders today. And the breath that we just shared with our viewers is actually Kapalbhati is really great for preventing arthritis. The forceful exhales, basically what it does is when we do those forceful exhales, it actually increases bile activity. It activates our liver function. It eliminates toxins, especially with exhales. It definitely eliminates toxins, and it relaxes and soothes the skeletal system. So that includes your extremities, your lower knees as well, your lower legs as well. So we're going to get into some knee bending stretches. We'll start with a fairly intense stretch called Utkatasana. Utkat is thunderbolt. Heels are together, toes are slightly apart. Hi. Place your palms in front of your chest first. What we're going to do is first we're going to exhale. No, actually, let's do the inhale, bring our arms up first, then bend at the knees. Inhale the arms up. Now, as we exhale, we're going to bring our arms down to shoulder height and bend at the knees. And bring your feet out if you wish. If you bring your feet out, you want to make sure your feet, the insides of your feet, are parallel to each other. Exhale, bend at the knees, bring your arms to shoulder height. You can bring your hands apart this time so that you have enough room for your upper body to stay nice and still. If you feel there's too much pressure on your knees, ease back just a little bit and hold. Utkatasana. Utkat is thunderbolt. Let's inhale. Just pretend you're buttoning your little boy's shirt. Let's inhale, come up. Exhale and release. In knee bending stretches, what we're really doing to help prevent arthritis is to help activate the knee joint. So when you bend and unbend the knee, what we're really encouraging is for the formation of synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is a kind of lubricant, like a bicycle chain. You need to lubricate your knees every now and then. So when you bend and unbend your knees, you're giving your knees a chance not to pop. So your legs move smoother, right? Let's try some of the other knee benders we did in the previous sequence. So we are going to go into your favorite, actually, the tree posture. So transfer your weight to your right leg. You want to bend the left leg at the knee just a little bit. Turn your left knee out to the side. So raise your left heel. Now, for balance, place your right hand on your right hip. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. Every time you get into a balanced posture, focus your vision at a point that doesn't move. Lift your left foot. Hold on to your left ankle with your left hand. Attach the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh. Josiane and I are looking at the camera, maybe at the cones in front of the camera, whatever it is, as long as it doesn't move. As long as Jabari doesn't move the robotic camera, we're fine. Now, if your heel does not stay, if you come out of a posture, get right back in. If your heel does not stay on the inner left thigh, the upper part, you can always place your left foot maybe at the right ankle. You can place it on the right calf. You want to avoid placing it on the knee. You don't want your kneecap to move. Let's do that. Let's attach the sole of the left foot. Now, when you're ready, bring your palms in front of your chest. And if you really want to challenge yourself, actually before we do the final thing, let's take our arms overhead. Very gracefully, very gently. If you really want to go further, I find this hard, but we're going to give it a shot. Close your eyes. Oops, that wasn't easy.
No. Not today.
Inhale, not today. And actually, exhale and release. Closing your eyes, especially when we're in the studio, it's not going to be easy, but closing your eyes also is a matter of narrowing our thoughts. With a lot of studio lights on either side, it's not going to be easy. But for viewers at home, if you really want to challenge yourself on certain days, give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. Place a chair next to you so you don't fall over. So
and there are days you have better balance than others. I noticed
well,
that.
that's another thing. And also one side may be better.
I will do it at home. I will do it no problem. I do it here.
Exactly, because you're in familiar territory at home, right? It's the same. You could probably...
I feel very comfortable here too, but it's just... there are moments like that.
Also, with me talking all the time.
Balance, not balance, balance, not balance.
True. We all have our good days. We all have our good sides. We all have our good moments. So it's okay. Whatever you do, just hang in there. Keep going. Now, transfer your weight to your left leg. Lift your right leg at the knee. Turn your right knee out. Very nice, Josiane. Hold on. Now, I forgot to tell you, place your left hand on your left hip. Hold on to your right ankle with your right hand. Attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of your upper left thigh.
I think I stay low.
Yeah, stay low. Wherever you are is fine. Now, look at a point that doesn't move. Once you're ready, place your palms in front of your chest. Inhale, lift your arms up. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, close your eyes. Exhale, release, very gently. Hi, if you want to join us, you're welcome. We can give you an extra mat. You want to come over? No? Maybe tomorrow. We have 2 little kids who are watching us with a lot of curiosity. We'd love to have everyone stretch with us. Now, when you bring your legs down, you want to make sure when you come out of a posture, try and exhale whenever you're bringing your legs down. So when you exhale, it actually eases your legs back to the floor. If you come out of a posture a little gracelessly today, maybe than the other side, it's okay. Forgive yourself. That's one thing we learned, Josiane, right? We learned to forgive ourselves. Okay, tree. Let's skip the other balance. Maybe. Oh, this is a great knee bender. You want to try that or this one? No. All right, let's
I'm
try.
not very good today.
We've already that's fine. We did enough of those. But how about this one? No.
You can try them.
No. That's okay.
Try that one.
You sure?
please.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
All
try.
right. Transfer your weight. We're going to get into posture from the tree of Vrikshasana. We'll get into a posture called Garuda. Garuda is eagle. A lot of yoga postures are named after animals. So Garuda is eagle. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Now what you want to do is use the props you already have. So use your hands, move the right knee over the left. Yeah, it doesn't matter, whichever leg you want to start first. Cross your right foot over the left ankle or the left calf. Then your right knee is up. Lift your left arm up. Cross the left elbow over the right. Look at a point that doesn't move. Very gently, and did I say gently? I forgot to add gracefully. Release your right leg first, untangle your arms, and release your arms. Let's transfer the weight to the right side. Lift your left thigh with your hands if you wish, or you can do it without. You can do it by itself. Cross the left knee over the right, and try to twine your left foot over your right calf. Left knee is up, right arm goes up. Cross the right elbow over the left and hold. Inhale, let's come up, untangle the legs, and then the arms.
The right
that wasn't
side.
too bad.
The right side is easier
One
than my
side
left.
feels better, doesn't it? I felt the same.
Yes.
I felt the same. Crossing my right leg over was harder for me. I think also the other thing, Josiane, what I
No,
find...
it's my left foot. My left foot is very
Your left
unstable.
foot is... Oh,
Very
okay.
unstable.
Oh, right. So you can get the
I
right
had
leg
surgery
over.
on my left foot, so that's why. Yes.
Okay. I find the anxiety level is lower when we know what to expect.
Yes.
So for me, once my right leg goes over, the other side feels easier because I know, okay, the next thing coming is the other leg going over. And that's exactly why, and I forgot to tell our viewers that's exactly why we developed this postcard for you. Yogaxpress is on Monday through Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and Fios 35. We've developed a postcard for you with all the 48 stretches. We also have a fridge magnet for you and a book called Yoga Secrets, which contains 10 ailment-specific cards. So if I forgot to tell you that, you now have that information. You get all of this stuff when you come and stretch with us right here in the studios. You don't come here, you don't get them.
That's right.
All right. Josiane, let's skip the other two because we've done those in the last couple of episodes. Let's go directly into Supta Vajra. So let's come down on our knees. I know you had knee
knees.
surgery, but you're okay to get into that now.
Yes.
What we can do is maybe turn a little bit to the right so the camera can pick us up in profile and our viewers can watch us from wherever they are. Keep your knees closer together if you want to challenge yourself. If you're a little tired today, you can bring your knees apart. The moment you bring your heels apart, your buttocks tend to go on the floor, and then there's a little bit of tension in your lower body because there's too much of a stretch, which you're not ready for. So if you're ready to get into a stretch, going back, your knees are bent. This particular episode is about knee benders. Sit on your heels, place your palms one at a time behind your back. Adjust yourself first if you need to, I know I do. Very gently lower your elbows to the floor, and once you're all the way down, tilt your head back. When your head goes back, sometimes you might find that your knees come off of the floor. You want to resist the temptation to bring your knees off because when you do that, there's too much pressure on the ankles. So by benefiting one part of the body, you do not want to hurt another part. You want to make sure your whole body stays comfortable. Press with your palms. Let's come up. That posture is called Supta Vajra, supine diamond. And just to balance that, I know Josiane's waiting to tell me that. Just to balance that, let's do a forward fold. We're still on our knees. We're going to try get into rabbit or shashank. So continue to stay where you are on your knees. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead. Clasp your palms together in any manner you've been trained to do. Keep your triceps close to your ears, your biceps actually close to your ears. Exhale, fold with a nice straight back. Make sure your elbows stay straight, palms are flat. You want to try to inch your fingers further forward just so your arms really stay straight. Dip your forehead to the floor. Clasp your palms, inhale, engage your low back, and let's come up. Exhale and release. We have a couple of amazing twists that are great not only for the twist factor but also because you have to bend your knees, so you have a double benefit in these postures. Ardha Matsyendra. Josiane's almost in position. Tuck your left heel under your right buttock. Cross your right leg over your left knee. Make sure that your right foot is flat on the floor beside your left knee, and I'm going to adjust my knees just a little bit. Once your knee is over, once your knees are one over the other, 5, perfect, thanks Jabari. Once your knees are one over the other, you want to torque your upper body to the right. So your right knee is up, move your upper body to the right. You're already halfway there in the twist. This is great for the constipation sequence as well because you get this beautiful abdominal compression. Now, hold on to your left knee with your right knee with your left hand. Actually, no. Right knee, push it in with your right hand. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right knee and push. If you notice, I may need to push a little harder. I think I need a little more practice. Now, take your right hand behind you and turn to look back. Now, if you find at times when a posture feels, especially in this twist, if it feels a little difficult, you might notice that I brought my right foot forward just a little bit. Your body will teach you to make a few adjustments. Listen to your body. Inhale, release, and switch legs. Let's tuck the right heel under the left buttock. And again, to your point, Josiane, I think this side hopefully will feel a little easier than the other side. Cross your left leg over the right knee. Make sure your left foot is flat beside the right knee. Push your left knee in, torque your upper body to the left. Hold on to your left knee with your left hand. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over your left. I was right, this does feel a little better. Hold on to your right knee with your right hand. If your right knee doesn't reach the right hand today, you could probably, and I wish I had the belt with me today, but you could use a belt, cotton belt, a towel, anything that'll help you make that connection. Once you've made the connection, turn to look back.
You can use your husband's thigh.
Say again?
Your husband's thigh.
Josiane is suggesting that I use my husband's tie, and I don't exactly have to get his permission, right, Josiane?
We like that.
Inhale, release. Yeah, actually, I loaned my husband my yoga belt, so why can't I use his tie, right?
That's right.
Now, we are going to go directly, let's skip the next one. It's very similar, but let's go into cow face because we have about 3 minutes left. Because after cow face, we have your favorite one, and then we have my favorite, pigeon, and we'll close with the other one.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so first we're going to do cow face. Go mukha. Go is cow, mukha is face. Tuck your right foot under your left buttock and tuck the right. Josiane's already, I love that. Right knee goes over the left. Now, if you're able to align both the knees one on top of the other, you might notice that it reminds you of the face of a cow. They're supposed to be like Josiane's got directly one over the other. For me, it's probably I'm not there yet and I may never get there, but the thing is I'm trying. So try to bring both your knees aligned one on top of the other. Right knee is up. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip the left hand behind your trapezius. Take your right hand from behind, clasp the opposite hands. Clasp the fingers in the opposite hands. Once you've made that connection, lift your chin up, bring your chest out, and hold. Now, when we say hold, remember it's always, always hold your posture, never your breath. Great. Thank you, Jabari. 2 minutes. Inhale and release. Let's switch over to the other side. Let's untangle the legs and cross over. Probably we'll close with your favorite, with the pigeon, Josiane. I think that'll be nice. Tuck the right heel under the left buttock. Cross the left leg over. Now again, I find this side a little more cooperative. Now try to align both the knees, one on top of the other. Left knee is raised, right arm goes up. Exhale, dip the right hand behind the trapezius. Take your left hand from behind. Hold on to the fingers of the opposite hand. So clasp your fingers together. Once you're there, bring your triceps close to your ears and lift your chin up. Hold your chest out and relax. Remember, in cow face, the soles of both feet are facing the back. Now I'm going to take this bottle out of the way. We're gracefully going to swing out into pigeon. So release the arms. Take your left leg all the way back. I'm going to transition very gracefully, and once your leg is all the way out there, hi Paul. Now you want to try and curl your toes in and push your knee back, and then uncurl your toes. Bring your palms close to your knees. You should feel a beautiful abductor stretch on the outside of your upper right thigh. Exhale and fold. To intensify that stretch, you want to fold over. Inhale, let's come up and switch over to the other side. Extend the left leg all the way out behind you. Curl your toes in and pull your knee back all the way so your pelvis is close to the floor. Then uncurl your toes. Exhale and fold. This is also an amazing posture for alleviating or relieving constipation. Inhale, let's come up, because you feel that beautiful compression. I'm surprised we didn't include this, right?
I could stay in that position.
I know, I think you will. Well, you feel free, stay in that if you want to, because we're all almost timed out anyway. Thank you, Jabari Osaze, Rich Spezia, and Josiane Hird. My name is Banu Suresh, and you are watching Yogaxpress. Stay with us, stretch with us, 1:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, Eastern Time. Let's keep stretching till we get timed out.